Turn up. I need to do this for 9 hours. Non-stop. Can't do that with your iPod Touch. Hey everybody, what's up? It's Chris, and we need to talk. What about? About iPods. iPods, what's that you say? I say, come a little closer, sonny. I'll tell you more about a thing that we all grew up with. It's amazing, called the MP3 player. First, they were small, couldn't hold very many songs, and then one day, this thing happened. And it was amazing. Now, this is my favorite thing in my life, not like food or women or anything, but just one of my favorite like technological devices. It holds 160 gigabytes, pretty much all my music, a couple TV shows, and some notes and other things like that. It's just an amazing device. But recently, Mashable put out an article that said that this thing is dying. It is going to die. It is in the deathbed. And I'm like, no! We must save the iPod. For the iPod is amazing. It is great. I am not a fan of the iPod Touch because it does not hold enough music. I don't need apps. I don't need all that crap. I just want music in the occasional episode of Wildin' Out. You know what I mean? Maybe the occasional episode of Hulk, Agents of Smash. But really what I need in my life is music, and a lot of it. I have hundreds of thousands of songs that will not fit on the iPod Touch. This thing solves that problem. They go with me everywhere I go. This enhances my life. The battery life is amazing. This thing can go freaking 9 days without a charge. iPod Touch can't do that. When you tell me the iPod is dying, I tell you it's dying because Apple let it die. They made it die. They haven't updated the OS on this thing in ages. They haven't updated anything in this in ages. They made new iPod minis. They made iPod whatevers. They made all this other stuff, but they just kept leaving this alone. And then they wonder, why is it not popular? Why don't people want it? Because you haven't refreshed the models. Like, why do you think it's... What do you expect? What do you think? What do you expect? 2 questions I will ask you 2 times. Do something new to refresh this thing to make it relevant. People will buy it. I understand. With Spotify, online streaming, Pandora, instant access to songs, I get it. You can do it on your phone. Why would you do it on this? You have to take this thing, plug it in, wait, load it, drag the songs. Sometimes, you know, you gotta sync it, all that stuff like that. You don't want to do all that. Sometimes you just want to download the song and get it and go. Okay, I get that. I understand that. But for people like me, who have lots and lots of music, a huge catalog, this is integral in their lives. It is worth the extra time you take to load the songs. Maybe you could combine the platforms. I get it. iPod Touch, iPod, boom, yeah, whatever, right? You can do that. Don't give me apps. I don't need apps, you know? Don't treat it like an iPhone. I don't need to be like kind of a crappy iPhone doesn't call. I don't need that. I just want music. I want a good battery life. I want storage. Give me that. Give it. You know what I'm saying? You guys can do it. You have the abilities. You have the wherewithal. You can refresh this and make it awesome again. It is the $1 billion man in your face, in the flesh. The iPod is classic, and that's not a pun. It is classic. It is amazing. It is an excellent device. You know what's really funny about this whole thing is that I remember that I had this in my pocket, and it fell out, and I was at this girl's house that I really like, and we're hanging out, and she saw it on the floor, and she was like, hey, there's your iPod from the 90s. And I was like, no, it's my iPod from the 90s. Definitely got it in the 2000s, and it's awesome, and not no old piece of hardware. But I also understand that that's the mentality now with everybody. Like, if they're younger, they're like, okay, yeah, that old piece of crap. It's not an old piece of crap. And I'm not saying that because I'm older. I'm 29 years old. Not old, okay? I'm very with it. I'm hip with the kids, yo. All that hippity-hop, rappity-rap stuff. I'm all in that. You know what I'm saying? I understand that it is an older device comparable to the new stuff, but I still feel like it's a superior device. If Apple will support it, it can continue to grow and become a staple forever. So while this model might be out of date, while this model may not be with it, there's now an opportunity to revive it and make it great again. Put your heads to it. Fix the problem. And save the iPod. But I gotta ask everybody, what would you do to save the freaking iPod? pod? How would you refresh it? How would you make it better? What would you tell Apple to do? Because they're clearly giving up. Don't let them give up. Save it! You will be saved. Okay, that sounds crazy, but you know what I'm saying. Let's look at the thing. It's great. So I got another question from a fan, and they want to know,